Welcome, everybody, to February 22nd, 2022, where this is going to be the only time I'll talk about a Disney sequel, the one and only Tarzan 2. Tarzan 2, the movie. I've been waiting forever to talk about this movie, so I'm finally here to talk about the sequel. Those of you already familiar with Tarzan 1, not giving the first movie from 1999, where Disney knows how to make a pretty good film of a young man who's raised by gorillas after being of his family getting murdered by Sabor and raised by all these gorillas. All grown up to be a heroic wild man. But this one's kind of a prequel. Just like Bambi 2 and Fox and the Hound 2. The sequel is actually one of my favorites. This Disney sequel is one of my other favorite types of films where the animation looks pretty darn good. It looks amazing. Voice acting is the voice of Tarzan, young Tarzan, is not super annoying to listen to, but it does have some touching moments in it. This film has a main focus of this occult creature called Sugor. And there's this dark scene where they think Tarzan died from the scene. They really feel sorry for her. And he runs away and tries to figure out what he's supposed to be. He stumbles upon these gorillas at the mountain. They're being chased by Sabor, which only appeared in this movie for nearly a few seconds. And these gorillas are not too bright, and this female gorilla is the voice of Mrs. Potato Head from Toy Story 2, and that they feared a occult creature called Sugor. But spoiler alert, it's an old gorilla. Helps Tarzan to figure out what he's supposed to be throughout the whole film. And the other gorilla, Tentor, a young elephant, hears Tarzan is alive. And the little gorilla female character believes him that he is alive. And go out to find him. And Tarzan is pretty much the main character of the story. Tries his best to survive. And try to hide his secret identity. And you pretty much know this old liar, train reveal cliche. This film is actually one of my favorite sequels out there. And believe it or not, this is pretty much a funny film to watch. It has some sweet, tender moments. It has some great character designs and most likely beautiful backgrounds. Without trying not to give too much away, it does have some and the work for it. Amazing music to listen to. Tarzan 2 is a remarkably interesting film that you could put on for your kids. It has some remarkable songs in it too. Sing by none other than Phil Collins. Just like in the first film, has great songs in it. So, I like the Jungle Book too, which still has some good animation, by the way. It doesn't reveal like the same plot as like the first film has. I would give it some credit. It did make me laugh. It did make me feel sorry for Tarzan that he feels all alone. Thinking he's his only kind. To go figure out that he's a Tarzan. And I like how he helps out the old gorilla. Make his home better. And make him feel like he's home. Not to mention have some great effects. Most of the animation is like classically 2D. And toward like 3D models at the end. And I do love how everything turns out pretty well in the film. A bit of wacky hijinks and other situations. This is a pretty acceptable movie. I mean, if you really like jungle movies, you might enjoy watching this one as much as I have as a kid. Got perfectly great artwork and most likely simple story. It's one of my most favorite Disney films of all time. The film is kind of like, I would say, an hour and 12 minutes. I feel like this movie could have been a little bit longer. It's not like that Fox and the Hound movie that's like only an hour and 9 minutes. Oh, there's other movies that are like an hour and 10 or hour and 20 minutes. This film, I wish it was longer because I love watching this over and over again on how creatively well the animated this film was. It's kind of one of my most favorite jungle Disney animated films of all time. I mean, if you really love watching the first Tarzan 1 and 2, like, I mean, the other one called Tarzan and Jane, the second one, it just looked like a TV show. This one should have been called Tarzan 3, or a prequel. But no, they just call it Tarzan 2. And that's pretty much all it is a animated sequel to the other franchise of other films that were made a long time ago. I mean, hardly anybody's talking about Tarzan 2 right now, these days. I mean, we're in 22nd right now, and I bet they're already talking about other movie sequels and games out there too. See what I did? I used the word "duel" on it. Anyways. Again, this is actually one of my most favorite Disney films out there. Out of the Jungle Book 2, Bambi 2, and most likely the Lannon movies. And you get the idea. Oh yeah, and Lilo and Stitch 2, the movie, which I'll get to another time. But for now, this has been my let's review Tarzan 2, the movie. Great character With violent animals and other things happening in this film is downright insanely funny to watch. Your kids will most likely have fun watching this film. I'll put this on for them to keep them quiet for like a whole hour and 12 minutes. You'll all have a great time watching this film as much as I did talking about it. But for now, I'll see you guys later. I gotta clean a few things and do a few art design of new creatures you might not heard of before. See you then. I'll be back to record more videos later on. Thanks for watching.